I blame you.
I think one of the principles that people just tend to forget about, which is the proper role of government. The proper role of government is to inform the public, but we believe in the United States of America about self-determination.
Oh, not today, Satan.
God, Joe. Let me try that. Cobra assault cannon, state of the art. Bang bang.
Always brought to you by Cobra Assault Canyons.
Canyons.
Canyons, damn it.
It makes canyons.
It does. Cobra Assault Cannons. Get yours endorsed by MTG. Now, I don't know why the camera is so completely fucked off. I blame you for that.
That one probably is my fault.
Yep.
Because the camera sees me and it just goes crazy.
Moves towards you.
Yeah.
Jobs, and not a drop to drink. Wait, did I get that right?
Well, that's the spirit of it, really.
Well,
So
yeah.
it doesn't really matter if it's
Like in
right.
Florida.
A worker in Florida applied to 60 entry-level jobs in September. And guess how many interviews he got?
I'm going to go with at least 20.
Am I hot? Don't answer that. Don't.
No,
Yeah, no,
you're not.
I'm
There
not
you
hot.
go.
Was
There
I
you go.
silenced the entire time?
No,
Okay.
you weren't talking that much. Plus, I have the third mic.
Okay, so that was
See.
picking it up. Okay.
See?
See.
The proper role of government is to have as many mics as you need.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, have redundant mics.
Redundant mics.
So that when the
Like Mike
board op,
Pence.
so when the board op forgets to
Like Mike Pence. He's a redundant mic.
unsilence the mics.
Oh.
Yeah, he is a redundant mic.
You dick.
I know you're not talking about me, but I'm flattered.
Do you
if
expect to have to issue subpoenas?
After the show, yes. Slap in the face.
Okay, so this
All right,
is
what Mr. Joey Holtz?
this is a story that we actually heard about when we were driving up to Jay's date today. And Jay was very nervous about his date. And so we were listening to some podcast.
Do I look like a guy with a plan?
No, see, that's the problem. Is I always try to get him to have a plan.
No.
Anyway, this guy wanted to test the theory that there were just so many jobs and people were too lazy to apply for them. So this is what he did. Joey Holtz recalled first hearing complaints about a labor shortage last year when he called to donate convalescent plasma at a clinic near Fort Myers, Florida. That means he needed money.
Do you expect to have to issue subpoenas?
Oh, no, he didn't. I don't think they give money for plasma anymore, but he overheard somebody. The guy went on this rant about how he can't find.
That's like the full teaching load.
He can't find a full teaching load, and he can't keep anybody in his medical facility because they're
I
all
really look like a guy with a plan.
not this guy, because they all quit over the stimulus checks, Holtz told Insider. I'm like,
Oh, good for you. And how was it?
yeah.
I hope it was fucking good because it's useless now,
Yeah,
isn't it?
he said that to them because $1,200 checks don't go very far. Your medical professionals quit over $1,200 checks. That's weird.
No,
Right.
that's not just weird. That's fucked off.
That's bullshit.
That's fucking
That's
insane.
somebody ranting over nothing. Okay. Over the next several months, he watched as a growing chorus of businesses said that they couldn't find anyone to hire because of government stimulus money. See, maybe that's what they're saying in Florida, but I haven't heard anyone saying that here. Probably because $1,200 here is like,
Right.
it was so ubiquitous that he joined a No One Wants to Work Facebook group where users
bag of dicks.
found a bag of dicks and made memes deriding frustrated employers.
Sorry, go.
It's okay. He said he found it hard to believe that government money was keeping people out of the labor force, especially when the end of expanded federal unemployment benefits did not seem to trigger a surge in employment. The expanded benefits ended in September, but 26 states ended them early in June and July.
Just in time for summer.
Exactly. If this extra money that everyone's supposedly living off of stopped in June and now it's
That's what
September,
happened.
Obviously, that's not what's stopping them, he said. Workers have said companies struggling to hire aren't offering competitive pay and
Well,
benefits.
no fucking shit. Right? Like, no fucking shit. Dude, competitive pay, benefits, pension, long-term employment. Go fuck yourself, man. You're acting like we don't want, dude, we don't want to work for you. We don't mind working. We just don't want to work for you.
I don't mind
Look,
working
I
for
don't-
you. I just want to be adequately compensated.
Right. I don't care if you want to launch your penis rockets into space, but give me a competitive wage and maybe some healthcare benefits and I don't know,
And maybe
throw in
a
little
retirement
vacation
plan.
time and a retirement plan, dude.
You know, you've got a 45-year-old
Dude,
man.
you fired a 90-year-old man into fucking space and you can't give piss breaks to your fucking employees, dude.
Well,
I have an issue.
Check this out. If you have like a 45-year-old man who has worked for companies all his life that don't offer a 401k plan, you've got a man who's staring down retirement in 20 years with no retirement. If I'm that man, I'm thinking I need to invest the time in finding a job that's going to help me in the next 20 years.
Hey, dude, what are you going to do when we take away all your rockets and your ramps? What are you going to do when we just decide not to work anymore? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
What if we take
what if we just quit?
What if we take your whole libertarian fantasy to heart and
What if
we
we just,
all start supporting each other and
if-
we don't need your ass
what I'm
anymore?
saying, what if we just quit for like, I don't know, 2 days?
Yeah. 2
What
days
if we all
straight.
just took 2 days off? Everybody at once. The fucking world would stop.
Yeah. Yeah. If only we had that much.
People would lose their
Ability to
rich people would
assemble.
lose their motherfucking minds. What if we stopped for a month? What if we stopped for 18 months? That's the problem is right now they're losing their goddamn minds because for the last 18 months they've had to pay us back for all the incredible profits they've been making for
And
the
they're
last
pointing
10
the
years.
fingers at the employees and saying, you're
Pull
lazy.
yourself up by your bootstraps,
You're
said Madison
lazy.
Cawthorn. Sorry, I had to throw one in there.
Okay. So Holtz, a former food service worker and charter boat crewman, decided to run an
Dude,
experiment.
everybody is a former food service worker. You ever work food service?
Oh yeah.
Did I work food service?
I worked
Check.
I worked retail.
Dr. Z, did you work food service? Yes. Alexis, did you work food service? Yes.
Everybody's worked food service.
Get the fuck on.
If you're under
And get the fuck on news.
if you're over the age of 30 and you've worked in food service. Okay.
Hell, even Madison Cawthorn could fucking roll some trays out.
Ba-dum-bum.
Look, he doesn't even have to carry them. They fit right on the armrest. He can even carry those big ovals we had to carry.
Hey, Madison Cawthorn, go get a job, you lazy bum.
Hey, Madison Cawthorn, you ever carry like 7 plates of food on a big oval and carry it to a table majestically and sit it there? Oh, no, you didn't.
Because daddy always paid for you. You didn't need to do
No,
that kind of
because by the time
proletariat
you were
work.
old enough to do the job,
Oh,
you
yeah. We don't need to say it. On
dude,
Sep-
you know how many ovals I could fit on a rolling human Madison Cawthorn? Dude, I have one in the front. I have him holding another one. I'd have another one on the back where the handles go. Dude, I could roll 3 ovals. He could deliver the food.
Oh, God, I just have the worst joke. I'm not going to say it. On September 1st, he sent job applications to a pair of restaurants that had been particularly public in their staffing challenges. Then he widened the test and spent the remainder of the month applying to jobs, mostly at employers vocal about a lack of workers, and tracking his journey in a spreadsheet. Okay.
Haha, haha.
2 weeks and 28
It's just a
applications later.
spreadsheet. That's like sheets. I'm like spreading. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Spreading on
Yeah.
sheets is cool.
And there was a naked chick.
Huh.
2 weeks and 28 applications later,
She found out she was pregnant.
he had
Oh,
just
he found out he was.
he found out he was knocked up by one of the employers.
Okay.
He had just 9 email responses, 1 follow-up phone call, and 1 interview with a construction company that advertised a full-time job focused on-site cleanup paying $10 an hour.
Dude, there's a homeless dude that cleans the parking lot for Burger King and the gas station and these places around, and they let him use their property to like fix cars and stuff. That's symbiosis.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
now,
And that in Santa Cruz County, that's more than $10 an hour, too.
and he's getting paid. He's getting fed. What the fuck?
But Holtz said the construction company instead tried to offer Florida's minimum wage of $8.65 an hour to start,
And of course, only 29 hours a week. So
even though the wage was scheduled to increase to $10 an hour on September 30th. So they did a bait and switch. He added that it wanted full-time availability while scheduling only part-time until Holtz gained seniority. That's fucked.
well, senior, fuck off, right? Because what are you gonna do when we just not work?
When we just don't show up.
How you gonna run your business?
We-
Ask the Jersey Mike's that just bought out or whatever, probably just stole that building that Burger IM built or whatever, right? So this burger joint moves in here, they do it and they build it right, and then COVID just came in and just said boom, and like out of business. Now it's a Jersey Mike subs, right? Am I gonna shop there? Probably not. But it's ridiculous that, like, dude, Jersey Mike subs ate this like upstart business. And I
think that
bet they like, how are they gonna compete? Everybody in town is hiring. There is literally now, we
Yeah.
drove up to San Francisco and back today for no reason because I dropped the mic on fucking San Mateo County Court. Apparently, they don't know who I am because I'm the invisible Jay Tyler. But how you gonna compete here, bro? Like realistically, like, what are you willing to pay?
Well, they're just pulling the shit that they've always pulled, and it's not working.
It's not pork.
Holtz said he wasn't applying for any roles he didn't qualify for. Some jobs wanted a high school diploma, he said. Some wanted retail experience, he added. Most of them either said willing to train or minimum experience, and none of them were over $12 an hour.
$12 fucking dollars an hour, dude.
He said, I didn't apply for anything that required a degree. I didn't apply for anything that said must have 6 months experience in this thing. Holtz isn't alone. Others have also spoken out about their troubles finding work despite the seemingly tight labor market. Tight.
Labor markets are tight.
In a Facebook post on September 29th, which went viral on Twitter and Reddit as well, Holtz said, 58 applications, says y'all aren't desperate for workers. You just miss your slaves.
We got you, man. We got you, fuckers. I've been waiting to bring that back. We fucking got you, man. We've got you. All we have to do now is not work.
So-
Your businesses will fail.
So what do you think is going on with the workforce? Because in the past, people would apply for those jobs. What do you think's happening now? Do you think people just don't want to get COVID?
Well, COVID changed everything. Massive paradigm shift, right?
Mm-hmm.
Moved everything to the left. I think that that people are just like, well, like, if you want me to go back to work, then you're gonna have to fucking pay for it.
You're going to have to make it worth my while.
Exactly. Otherwise, go fuck yourself. Which is what we should be doing, you know? You got
And-
motherfuckers like Manchin, right? You got fuckers like Manchin from a state that is notorious for unionization. Manchin. And yet, now what? He's like driving them away from unionizing? No, man, look. a living wage is a thing. And if a living wage where you live is $22 an hour, then that's cool.
I'm
If a living wage is worth $50 an hour, then that's what you have to live there.
Okay, so employers are complaining about a labor shortage.
Well, guess what?
And it also looks like there are a lot of people looking for jobs who can't get one.
Again, I got a homeless guy right over here who is sweeping, cleaning up trash for Burger King and the gas station. He's building a little community over there. I appreciate that. It's funny, right? But I assume he's earning money or some sort of kickback or whatever the fuck he's doing, but he's doing it. He offers security even for the Burger King, for the businesses there, right?
So do you think people are getting more creative and that's why
I'm just saying.
people are
man.
more ballsy about not taking jobs?
Again, there's a good homeless camping right in front of the Burger King over here, right? Because no one parks there anymore because no one goes inside.
Right.
No one wants to come outside to clean up trash, so they hire a homeless guy to do it. And then the gas station next to them hires him to also clean their shit up too. And that's what he does. Man found a niche,
Mhm.
right? And so I don't know what he makes or what his deal is. I really haven't interrogated him. It'd be a neat interview, maybe. But yeah, it's like this idea that we're supposed to fucking work for a pittance and be thankful for like no health care
And
no,
not being able to survive on the wage that they're paying us, acting like they're doing us a favor, giving us
dude, if
a
you
job
give
that
me a
doesn't pay.
living wage in a place I want to live, right? And there's a lot of places that are just as nice as Santa Cruz, but that aren't as wealthy that you could live in. Southern coast of Oregon, shit like that. Not as expensive, very much as nice,
Oh, the weather's not as nice.
but whatever. They fucking pay,
Hmm.
right? Also, no sales tax.
Yeah,
Looking at you, Southern Oregon,
yeah.
coming your way. But yeah, I mean, I'm not moving to Arizona. Fucking kidding me?
Oh God, that place is going to be uninhabitable.
Why would I move to a litter box?
Oh God.
Hashtag date poop. What else you got?
Why don't we move on to the
Should I
Dan
buy
Patrick? No, Dan
this? Oh,
Patrick.
Dan Patrick.
So Dan Patrick is the Lieutenant Governor of Texas and also Dick of the Week nominee.
I not to be confused with actually one of the funniest sports commentators of all
Yeah,
time.
it's an unfortunate matching of
Yeah,
names.
Dan Patrick is hilarious.
Can you scroll up, please?
Oh. Dan
So
Patrick.
Dan Patrick,
This particular,
in
let's just call him Lieutenant Governor Patrick. How about
Lieutenant
that?
Governor Patrick is a racist.
Well, I thought,
dick,
oh, Texas just, I
but
thought
we
that
haven't-
said it all.
We're not going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about the fact that he was convinced that the only way Biden would win the election was through voter fraud. And so he offered a bounty. This was around the election last year.
This is the kind of, look, this is what
This
Miss
is a
Parker
feel-good
brings. This is what
story.
Miss Parker brings. Like, these are the kind of things that she digs.
I like to tell
and
feel good
she
stories.
finds these.
And so Lieutenant Governor Patrick said he would pay a bounty to anyone who could
You
find
almost went British, didn't you?
No. who could find actual evidence of voter fraud in the spirit of it would be voter fraud in Trump's favor. Well, he didn't specify that. He inferred it, but he didn't specify it. And what ended up happening was there were a handful of cases found and people requesting bounties because they're suspicion was proven correct. And
Almost a year.
almost a year later, Lieutenant Governor Patrick is finally paying at least one of the bounties because it didn't quite work out the way he expected. Yes, there was some voter fraud, but it was Trump voters. Yeah. The lieutenant governor of Texas cut the check on his first bounty for voter fraud evidence to a poll worker in Pennsylvania, but it wasn't
so good.
it wasn't the proof he was expecting.
Oh,
Almost a year.
Dick.
Yep. After Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick announced that he would pay for evidence of voter fraud in the 2020 presidential election, someone has received their payout.
yeah.
Patrick sent a $25,000 check to Eric Frank,
Which is a hilarious name in itself, by the way.
Funk's Franks,
Huh.
a Democratic poll worker.
Well, you know, anybody with two first names is funny.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
bet Eric Frank is hilarious.
Yeah. Dan Patrick is also two first names.
Who's Dan? Oh, you mean the
Lieutenant
sports
Governor.
announcer?
Oh, well, yeah. the sports
No,
announcer.
he's Daniel.
Okay.
Because Dan's are cool. And
He's-
Daniels are
He's
dicks.
limited D. Patrick. That's who
There
he
you
is. Okay.
Yeah.
A Democratic poll worker from Chester County, Pennsylvania, who reported a 72-year-old Republican for voting twice.
But now he's dead.
It's my belief that they were trying to get cases of Democrats doing voter fraud, and that just wasn't the case, Frank told the Dallas Morning News. This kind of blew up in their face.
Well, you're dead now. Shut up.
So somebody in Pennsylvania
Got
is
25 G's and went.
Yes. Oh yeah. And you know, if he's a 72-year-old poll worker, he's probably that $25,000 is probably kind of life changing.
What's up, LTG DP?
Get DP'd up in there.
How did it feel signing that check? By the way,
Oh
who
yeah,
used
that
the
must
check?
have hurt.
Did you use Zelle? What did you use? Let us know what your app is.
Butt fuckers.
Oh, that reminds me. I wanted him to go into
Stupid.
to go into the courtroom today and say, "I'm butt fucker 3000."
Where's the box?
Oh, you told that on air once. Yeah.
No, sir. I didn't like it.
Okay. So we're over 20 minutes in. So let's move on to the should I buy this phase.
Oh, not today, Satan.
So this
Is something that she is dying to stick up my butt, and I refuse to do it. I'm calling HR.
actually the
Where's
story
HR?
isn't quite like
Devils,
that. Anyway,
protect me.
this is a Donald Trump toilet brush, and this is some Donald Trump toilet paper. And this is just a little case to keep the shitty brush water from getting on your floor.
Well, yeah.
So should I buy this?
Well, guess what, fuckers?
Guess what, fuckers? I did it.
She bought it.
Actually, somebody bought it for me. But yes, and the toilet paper, I actually got the toilet paper back in like 2017. And we haven't used it because it's super rough. And I think everyone in my household has feelings about putting his face anywhere, you know, in the nether regions. But we have no shame about this. I will be scrubbing the lime and shit off the inside of our toilet with this fucker, and I will do it with glee. I will do it till it breaks. Yeah, I brush my hair with
Well,
it
since
before it
it's
gets
new. Yeah.
It's brand new. It doesn't have any toilet.
Well, I actually used it on my toilet before.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Okay.
assume your toilet is pristine.
It
So
always is. I just poop outside.
that's right.
Saves time.
You need to check out your new place and make sure that there's plenty of room to poop outside.
Saves time and money.
Hey, Fan Scarlet doesn't want to get a dog because they poop in the backyard. Does she know about you?
No one knows about me. Don't tell anybody.
Okay. Well, 2 people are watching, so we do have fan. Oh, it's
It's all just
maybe let me
Dr.
pee,
Z.
says Dr. Z. Striketober, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what are you guys gonna do when we take away all your workers? Like, that's the thing. You guys scare us, but the reality of it is that if we just stop working, how are you gonna get money?
How are you going to sell product? How are you going to deliver? How are you going to make your product?
What are you gonna do when we take away all of your ramps? Dude, if we just quit, dude, you guys are fucked.
Yep. But we all have to agree to do it. That's the thing. That is the thing. And you've got people brainwashed into thinking that
Your tiny armies are only gonna last
unemployed
so
are just
long.
lazy.
Your tiny armies are only gonna last so long. And when you're not feeding the armies, i.e., military trained professionals who
They're
are
not going to fight for you anymore.
checked, it's called what is it? Free market.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do when I buy your mercenary for food? If I provide your soldier with food and you provide him with nothing, what are you gonna do then?
I think that soldier is going to be working for you now.
I get you're a soldier. Look, we need to understand the fuck plight of our fellow man. The fucking shit that's going on right now, like this idea that you know, the living wage. It's like, you know who decides a living wage? I do. My landlord does. Taxes do. That's who decides a living wage.
The food in the supermarket, which is determined, the cost is determined by a variety of factors.
Now, when it comes down to it, you guys, what are you going to do when we just stop working for 1 day or 2 days or 1 week or 18 months? It's terrified the shit out of you guys, hasn't it? You guys want us to go back to work, risk our lives, fuck, do whatever, and then offer us nothing, as proven by Holtz. Like, get the fuck on, man. Like, you want slaves. You want my houseless friend to sweep your shit and throw away your garbage and just give him what? A fucking some day old Burger King? Because that's what you're doing to this poor bastard. Maybe you're giving him some money. I don't know what your contract is. I haven't had time to ask him. I didn't even think to. Seemed pretty personal to me. But it seems like he's got a good thing going. He's running an auto shop out of their fucking parking lot. He protects their place and, you know, basically provides security, sweeps and cleans, and makes sure people don't fuck shit up. And in return, he gets a space to use. It's pretty symbiotic. I want to know more about the relationship that is going on there, and we'll get to that on fucking Friday. I'll talk to him tomorrow. I just really haven't.
You've been a little preoccupied.
A little bit. And on that note,
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
I am the J-Time.
I am your Miss Parker.
And this is Nothing Out Live.
And if you don't know,
You can fucking go to court and just throw that shit in their face, man. Turns out, all you need is a W in your race card.
It looks like a butt.
now you know.
This is Nothing Out Live.